You've seen the memes. Every time United get pounded, rival fans will tell us, get the Norwich scarves out. Now, if you don't know what that means, it's basically a piss take that us Manchester United fans will only whinge and protest against the Glazer family after a defeat. But today, we're going to get the Norwich scarves out for a reason. Because I'm joined today with Gaz, a real life Norwich fan. How you doing?
Hello.
We're here today. We're going to do a bit of a wander around Carrow Road. Or how do you say Carrow Road?
Carrow.
Carrow, as the people of Norfolk might say, according to Gaz. But we're here by what was the Nest. Why are we here?
The Nest is where Norwich used to play up until 1930 something, before we moved to Carrow, in an old disused chalk pit.
So over here behind me, which is cheeky Ipswich fan trying to ruin our video. Typical Ipswich fan, eh, Gaz?
Dirty, dirty.
So behind us over here is, I guess, where the Nest was.
This is where the Nest once was.
You said you'd seen a picture whereby the pitch was kind of around here.
The pitch was around here. These houses in the background, we kind of worked out that that's obviously where the pitch ended, so we sort of think that this onwards was where the pitch and stadium were.
I mean, if you look at photos of what like the Dow looks like now, or maybe not Griffin Park where we were the other day, but there tends to be housing or apartments in the shape of a former football ground, which, I mean, what would the capacity have been roughly? I know it would have been terracing back then.
Yeah, off the top of my head, probably 10, 15 pounds, I reckon, yeah.
But I mean, this is going back a while. As Gaz said, the 30s are when Norwich moved to what is now Carrow. Again, we're going to be there in a moment because we're going to be watching Norwich versus West Brom, which is a team nearer to where I'm from. So I've got a couple of fellow milkmen coming up, West Brom fans, Baggies fans. But today is more going to be about learning about Norwich and the history of the club and, of course, Carrow. But we thought we'd start the video a little bit differently and show you some of the... So, in terms of the Nest, you said that's where Norwich got the Canary name. Yeah, the
Nest was our second stadium. So when we moved here, the chairman at the time was a canary breeder, and we actually used to play in blue and white.
Oh,
we used to play in blue and white. So when we moved here, and he was a big canary breeder, obviously canaries being yellow,
yeah,
he changed our strip to yellow and green, and we were nicknamed originally the Citizens.
The Citizens, because as Gaz reminded me in the car, Ipswich are a town, whereas Norwich, being big time, are a city, because they have a cathedral.
We have a cathedral, and Ipswich don't.
So you were the original Citizens before Man City kind of have got that cringy name, the Citizens, right now. So this had nothing to do with Newton Heath.
No.
I'm clutching at straws here. Obviously, a glory hunting United fan, who obviously, like most United fans, live nowhere close to Old Trafford. And we've just done a tour of Gaz's Norwich themed man cave, so watch that video after this video. But we did say in that video, why should people support their local clubs like Norwich as opposed to be a glory hunter?
We turn out rain, shine. We turn out in the Championship, the Premier League. We even turned out in League One. 27,000 of us. We're always here. We always moan about the club as well, but we're still here, and we're the best fans. And we've got Delia Smith as well. Maybe not much longer.
Let's be having you.
Let's be having you.
With that said, let's head over now to Carrow Road. Carrow. Let's go. So in the distance, mate.
There she is. Home.
Now, I've decided to start filming a little bit earlier because Gaz has just shared a story about, or stories about, time as a Norwich fan, as a kid. Now, you said when you were younger...
Yeah, my mum and dad used to park up there and they used to bring us to the games. And on the way down, we used to stop off here.
That was a newsagent.
Used to be a newsagent, yes. You'd stop in, bottle of pop, and some Premier League '94 stickers for your album.
So, earliest childhood memories as a Norwich fan, parking over there, newsagents over there, walking to the ground, getting some Merlin's '94 stickers. You're talking to the right man. We've just done a Man Cave video. Check that out after this. But yeah, we're going to go and head off now to the ground, and Gaz is going to share some of his memories as a Norwich fan. And he just said as well, it's nice to see what other people who've never been here think of the ground. And I'm guessing a lot of you watching this won't be Norwich fans as well. So let's take a look.
Really?
Yeah, look.
Oh, the other day in the cup, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Gaz, before we begin, I've got a little theme on the channel where we admire the beauty of corners of football stadiums when you get a cheeky glimpse of the seats inside. I get a little bit aroused, mate, I'm not gonna lie to you. Changing the subject, what are your 3 most fondest moments as a Norwich fan? Which ones mean the most to you from a sentimental value?
Well, obviously, I'd probably put in third, I'd probably put the spanning 1992 to 94. So obviously we've got the first season of the Premier League, finishing third, qualifying for Europe, and then eventually the next season playing in Europe. Unfortunately, we only got 3 games, but then 3 games they mean a lot to us because that was the first and only time that we've done it.
So who did you play? Obviously we know the famous one. We'll get onto that one in a moment.
In the first round we had Vitesse Arnhem.
Okay.
Which we stumbled through that one, and then pulling out Bayern Munich. And obviously the best thing about that is that we beat them in Germany.
And isn't that the last time an English...
We are the only British team to win at the Olympic Stadium.
There you go. And obviously United were nowhere near breaking that record a few months ago.
And then we got Inter Milan in the third round, who, with the help of Dennis Bergkamp, sadly put us out. But yeah, the European nights at Carrow was brilliant.
We should probably have Carrow Road as our backdrop over there. So that's third?
That's third, yeah.
Let's have a little wander around and we'll get on to your second proudest moment in a moment, shall we? Let's go and have a look. Just tell me what you just said about that scoreboard, Gaz.
Right, so we got an electronic scoreboard, video board, whatever it is. So not only is it stationary like that, but it spins round that way and also that way as well. So the whole screen, everyone in the stadium can see the screen at some point. Norwich
ahead of the footballing world in terms of technology as well.
Japanese canaries.
So in terms of how long has this stadium been here then?
We moved here in around 1935.
Yeah.
So what's that? I guess we're coming up to nearly 90 years. 90 years of being here. And when this was built, it was built in just over 80 days. So
80 days. Does it look like an 80-day build? I'm a little bit worried this might fall down, but obviously it's not going to because it's been here almost 90 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, capacity roughly?
27 and a half, 28.
27 and a half, 28.
Yeah.
Nice.
Including the stewards.
Yeah. So mate, what is your second most fondest memory?
Second is one that really means a lot to me as a passionate Norwich fan and growing up through all the eras. But when I became a father, obviously my first thought was, when can I take him? And I was lucky enough in 2022 to take him at the age of 5 to his first game here at Carrow Road, and we played Burnley. We were still in the Premiership then, holding on just, but we won 2-0.
So was that FA Cup? Or?
No, that was in the Premiership.
Oh, of course.
Actually in the Premiership.
Sorry, a couple of years ago when Norwich were in the Prem.
With goals from.
So it was quite a rare sight during that season, and luckily you picked a game.
We didn't get too many wins, and he got a guy called Pierre Lise Malou, a French guy. He scored, and Timu Pukki scored as well. So that being my son's favourite player, I was
going to say Pukki,
and him to score.
You mentioned earlier that your son was toying with the idea of becoming a City fan.
Yeah.
People in the comments below, get chatting. So why should he support Norwich? Why shouldn't he be a Glory fan? Surely it's an obvious answer.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
It will get drilled into him to be a Norwich fan,
Yeah.
but you know, obviously, when I was growing up, you had all your mates wanted to be Liverpool fans, wanted to be Arsenal fans, and you appreciated it. Players like Ian Rush and Ian Wright and all them players, you appreciated it. So for him to appreciate players like Haaland and Foden and Grealish and things like that, you know, it's just
he's just appreciating good players.
Exactly. But
people forget some of the big names that we mentioned it earlier when we looked at your man cave. Obviously, like the likes of Steve Bruce, Chris Sutton. There's a lot of big names, especially from the 80s and 90s, that come through Norwich.
Yeah, and I mean, we're always known as being a selling club, like, you know, producing someone like Chris Sutton, who then went off to Blackburn with Alan Shearer. Obviously not with Alan Shearer from Norwich, but to link up with Alan Shearer, and people like Craig Bellamy as well started at Norwich and moved off to bigger and better things. So we're always known as a selling club.
You mentioned the other day, I think your favourite player of all time is Darren Huckabee. No?
Yeah,
Darren Huckabee.
Yeah, I think Hucks is the number one. Yeah.
So we're here at Gaz's most fondest Norwich memory.
My favourite ever memory is this scene here. So this is from 2015 when we were having a very up and down season, and then we got Alex Neil in as manager, and all of a sudden our team just absolutely clicked, and we went from being sort of a mid-table team. We started all of a sudden just going up and up and up, and then we slipped into the playoffs. And in the semi-final of the playoffs, we get Ipswich, and then we draw 1-1 at their place, bring it back to Carrow, and we smash them, absolutely smash them. Pitch invasions, everything.
Are you saying your fondest memory is the Ipswich game?
No.
Or the final itself?
No, my fondest memory is then going to Wembley in 2015, and this team, which is up there in one of the best Norwich teams ever. A perfect day out at Wembley, absolutely perfect day out at Wembley against Middlesbrough. 2-0 up after 15 minutes, and then just holding on and just seeing the game out, and it was the best time ever. It was just so good. The whole day was amazing, and then to see us lift the Premier League. Sorry, not the Premier League trophy, the playoff trophy.
To go into the Premier League. They say it's the most lucrative game in all of football. It's like winning the lottery for clubs.
Yeah, and I've never been embarrassed about crying. And I was like a little kid. I just couldn't hold it in, and it was brilliant. It was so good. That is my number one.
And Gaz, as well, you did mention off camera that you've actually bought one of these bricks, but you just can't remember where it is.
I can't remember, it's around here somewhere, so we'll have to try and.
And he tried to buy his wife one. Nah. So yeah, when we do these tours around football grounds, we find this is a common theme. Clubs will sell bricks and stuff in and around the ground, which is cool. You found your brick?
Found it.
Found it. Where are we looking?
Just down here.
Rita and Ray?
I own Carrow.
So behind me now is the players' car park. Last time Gary was here, you saw Huckabee.
Huckabee, the hero that is Darren Huckabee, appeared out of nowhere.
And
so might
be lurking around today. We're going to be sat, mate, aren't we, in the South Stand?
Yeah, South Stand, formerly the Gerald Stand.
And the away fans are
at the end of the South Stand.
At the end of the South Stand, so we are allowed to give them some abuse today, are we?
Definitely.
Yeah. You know, healthy, sporting abuse. Nothing too offensive.
We missed him.
prediction for today, what are we saying?
As depressing as it sounds, I'll take a draw.
Take a draw at home.
At home.
Against West Brom.
Against West Brom, who are, weren't they? They're like their playoffs.
Yeah, they're just...
So I'd be happy with a draw, but I think we're going all out fastness. We're going all out pace today with Johnny Rowe, Borja Sainz and Josh Sargent all playing. So I'll be happy with a draw, but let's say
2-1 Norwich.
2-1. Let's go
2-1 Norwich.
2-1. Goals by Shane Duffy and Kenny McLean, Super Kenny McLean. Go with them.
Come on,
Sid.
Come on.
The chimes you have just heard will receive any safety messages from the broadcast. If you can.
In goal, number 28, Angus Gunn. 3, 2, 1.
Kicks off from Richie, and a little scrummage. Keep it low, splendid goal from Ronaldo on the ball. City, never mind the danger. Steady on, national shots. Oh, it's good. Safe.
Pardon.
That was offside, right?
With that 9 City goal, is scored by number 9, Josh Sargent. That 9 City goal scored by number 27, Kenneth Rowe. Thank you very much for your fantastic support this afternoon.
Right then, mate. 2-0 win. Happy with that?
We'll take that, mate. Like I said, I've been happy with a draw at the beginning with the slight negative.
Very negative. He was going for a 1-1. I suggested 2-1. Even better, 2-0.
But we'll take that.
Thank you very much, mate.
Mate, absolute pleasure. You're always welcome back in Norfolk again. Carrow.
Thanks for watching the video. Head over now to Gaz's Man Cave, a Norwich themed Man Cave. It's a good one. I will see you and Gaz in the next video.